Let's talk Michael B. Jordan again. I've already done a Michael B. Jordan body transformation video. You can check out the link in the description. But he just went and got even more jacked in his brand new movie. So from Creed to Black Panther to Creed 2 and now Without Remorse. Without Remorse is the new Tom Clancy military thriller. Michael B. Jordan plays a decorated Navy SEAL, which meant the workouts with his trainer were going to be insane.
I've done action before. This one by far was the most challenging just because the water element, being underwater, doing a lot of water stunts. It was extremely dangerous. So military diving, deep sea diving, military training, weapons, combat, hand-to-hand combat training. It was a little bit of everything on this one. So we really took the time to put into the training so they felt comfortable with me doing it.
Michael B. Jordan got busy with military training, diving, and hand-to-hand combat. In fact, if you've seen the movie, the only thing he didn't train for was the burning car scene.
There's but so much training you can go through to prepare you for jumping inside of a burning car. It's like, what training can you do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to get in, you got to get out. Like, fire is hot. There's nothing that I can't train my skin to not get hot. You know what I mean? You might lose some eyebrows and some eyelashes, in the process, but I came away with most of mine.
Let's get into that Michael B. Jordan Without Remorse workout. His trainer stated they needed to take him from a lean build for his role in Just Mercy to a fully functioning soldier in Without Remorse.
Long days, a lot of stunts, a lot of training and rehearsals for the stunts, so that took up a lot of time.
Michael B. Jordan worked out for 3 months before arriving in Germany to film the movie, and the training continued throughout production, putting in late night workout sessions at Soho House in Berlin. See, Michael B. Jordan's always got that 5-star accommodation hookup, right?
Your mama sent you meat and mac, which she said is your favorite dish ever.
That is my favorite.
She sent you mac and cheese.
Man, this made my whole situation right now.
Workouts were often 2 to 3 hours a day, 6 days a week.
I think this one was the most physical as a whole movie character that I had to play.
So the goal was to build on Michael B. Jordan's foundation by adding strength and bodybuilding training while simultaneously doing high-intensity workouts to keep his endurance levels up. Workouts had a real CrossFit type of vibe about them. Michael B. Jordan did a 12-week military training camp, which included every aspect of basic training. He did field training with weights and high-intensity interval cardio sessions to work on his stamina and endurance.
Me and my trainer, Corey, we really try to look at the character and we train for how that character would live, working with a lot of military, contractors and, Marines and SEALs, and really going through a lot of their daily routines when it comes to working out. So a lot of calisthenics, weight training, months out, just starting to mentally and physically prepare for that.
Michael B. Jordan was wearing a weighted vest during the majority of his workouts to stimulate these special forces gear and guns he'd be carrying in the movie. Plus, Michael B. Jordan does a bunch of stunts in the movie, so he had to look and move like a Navy SEAL.
Me and Corey, we really try to train for the role. So depending on what type of character I'm playing, we kind of let that dictate how we train a little bit, so we're not looking the same in every role. Obviously the weight training's still there, the endurance is still there.
Michael B. Jordan's trainer said that every session we did was intense. Every session was elite. Yeah, they went in.
Whenever I gotta lock in and actually transform my body for a role, I can get the job done. Creed 3 is coming up, so I'm gonna have to change it pretty soon.
One of Michael B. Jordan's workouts involves circuits of burpees, kettlebell swings, and medicine ball slams, all whilst wearing a 25-pound weighted vest.
Really, every stunt that you saw, I had a specialist that I spent, enough time to get comfortable with within the stunt, and then went out and executed.
Another workout looked like this. So it was for 45 minutes where you go 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. It was 4 exercises of high kettlebell swings, dumbbell thrusters or dumbbell rows, jump rope double unders, and mountain climbers or sit-ups. So that's non-stop for 45 minutes, twice a day.
Training on this one was a little bit of the same, just being dedicated, changing my diet.
He actually did a workout which involved picking up rocks underwater. Even Jimmy Fallon was like, come on.
Jumping up to the surface, trying to get some air, dropping down there, trying to get the framing right.
What, I'm sorry, that's a workout? You go down, you pick up find a rock and you carry it?
So you would carry a stone that would weight you to the bottom, and you would just get your cardio in.
Let's get into that prison scene, which everyone's losing their cool over.
It's all character based, to be perfectly honest. We really want to show John in environments that was really, hard for him to get out of. At that point in the film, he had just lost his family, and he was really in a manic state of not caring about anything. And anyone that kind of stepped in front of him, he was taking that frustration out on them. So he really wanted to set the environment, to give himself the best advantage, to do the most damage. So,
For the record, he had to take his top off, apparently. It was essential to the story.
To be fair, we wanted to flood the cell, but there was nothing to flood the cell with. So it was creative problem solving in the moment. So yes, that's what happened.
I'm thinking the prison scene had a whole bunch of movie magic. You heard about this? Apparently, before Michael B. Jordan does a scene, his trainer runs him through this thing called movie magic, which is basically a bunch of excruciating pumps with bands or light dumbbells 5 to 10 minutes before they go to set.
And just go through it, day in and day out, put the reps in. So when I get to set, I can walk it, talk it, and live it. It was a good experience.
Let's get into Michael B. Jordan's Without Remorse diet. Michael B. Jordan was eating every 2 to 3 hours with 5 to 6 meals a day of lean protein, vegetables, slow carbs like whole grains, good fats, and plant-based protein in the form of almonds. Trail mix was his go-to snack.
And you usually don't have carbs?
I mean, not that much, not like at all in one sitting. I'll usually do like carbs earlier in the day so I can like work it off.
Yeah.
But more rice and salads and vegetables and stuff like that.
Currently, Michael B. Jordan is in between movies, so it's chicken, broccoli, brown rice, and a few extras.
Just was about to eat some strawberry donuts. So I do eat a lot. I've actually let myself go in recent months. It's been pretty bad. I got it all figured out. I got you. This is what I'm talking about. See, right now, I only got a few more years where I can keep this up, right? Because so when I let it go, it's gone. All right. So I figure you got about 5 more years to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know what I'm saying? It's all you.
Let's get into that Michael B. Jordan recovery. It's all about meditation and massages. Apparently, he gets 4 massages a week, only with a movie star budget, right?
Halfway through, you're a little nicked up, banged up. You're trying to get through the second half of the game, but I think we finished strong.
Right now, he's still on the snacks, but Michael B. Jordan is already planning his next role, and it's a biggie. Part 3 is on the way.
Want to be able to, have a specific body for a character. So, I'm getting ready to go do Creed. I got to get in the boxing shape, which is different than, John Kelly's shape. I'm beyond excited about being able to take on the responsibility to direct this movie. And I know it's going to be a lot of hard work. The hardest thing I've had to do.
So lined up, Michael B. Jordan's got Creed 3 and possibly a superhero role.
If I was going to do every rumored role that I came across, I would not stop working, actually.
So many people hyped about Michael B. Jordan playing Superman. He'd smash it.
Like I said, the fans, there's such a desire for Black leads, in powerful roles, there's fresher takes that are there, you know what I mean? There's so many IP, and characters that haven't had an opportunity to get, that light shined on them. So, sometimes you gotta not reinvent the wheel, but stop going back to the same one. There's other things out there,
So what's your thoughts on this Michael B. Jordan Without Remorse body transformation? You want him to be the next Superman? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're looking to get ripped and rock that Hollywood movie star body without the need to get into a burning car, just check out the link in the description.